Hi guys, welcome to the Savvy Money Show with me, your host Sean. If you find any of today's entertainment helpful, don't forget to smash the lovely like button. It helps with the YouTube algorithm getting the video out to more people. If you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and bell notification. You'll be notified when a new video comes out. If you're looking for a free trading platform on which to trade your stocks and shares, don't forget to look in the links in the description below. You'll be rewarded with a share worth up to $200 for signing up and depositing a small amount. Free trade only requires a £1 deposit to qualify, and the others require £100 or dollars depending which app you go for. Now on with the show, and thank you for giving up your precious time for watching it. We're starting with Apple, but we're discussing the market, the good and the bad. And remember, Dr. Gottlieb has said how COVID isn't under control, and which we know, and it will be difficult to get under control. Apple is being investigated by the EU Antitrust Commission over its App Store and Apple Pay policies, so it's formally opened 2 antitrust investigations. And I think if they find them guilty and hold them to account, there will be more companies doing the same, purely because, like I said, same reason why a lot of states will end up authorising gambling, why MJ will be legalised worldwide, purely because it's a way for these countries to bring in revenue. Now, you see here, they take 30% cut off paid apps and in-app purchases, but at the same time, they say you have to pay this or you can't use our system. And we have such a large market share, there's no point in you having an app if you don't use it. The US Antitrust Committee chair has said the store fees are highway robbery. The US are apparently looking into opening antitrust against them, but nothing official yet, although they're hinting at opening unofficial. Because of the market, the official line was because of the market power that Apple has, is charging exorbitant rents, highway robbery, basically bullying people to pay 30% or denying access to their market. Now, we also have Apple that is saying to Intel, we're going to do our own process, so we don't need you anymore. Now, it's all well and good if true, but if you remember, sorry about that, but if you remember that they said the same thing to ARM Holdings, and then they kept renewing their contract, and this went on for 3-4 years. So the thing is, when you also consider that Apple are not releasing an iPhone yet because of the demand, basically because people are locked at, can be on lockdown, or even if they're not on official lockdown, people are going to isolate themselves. They're not going to go out rush to buy a new iPhone. They're waiting till the demand rises. Now, the problem with this is Samsung have already brought out one, 5G one, which means that Samsung, those people who aren't set to Apple but tend to buy Apple, may well go out and buy a Samsung one just because they think, I want a 5G phone. If I'm going to get a new phone, I want a 5G phone. I don't care whether it's Apple or Samsung. I just want a 5G phone. If I'm upgrading my phone, if I broke my phone during this period, I don't want to buy a 4G phone, I want a 5G phone. And they'll lose that slice of the market. It might be a small market, but they'll lose that. And considering that Apple is at its all-time highs, I just think the market is pricing in a perfect market. And I understand they're pricing in future growth into it, but they're pricing in too many perfect scenarios and no imperfect scenarios. I think a lot of the valuations they are making mistakes on, and we've had this correction, and I think there will be more along the way. Now, this isn't a show just about Apple. This Apple was just to explain to you there are thousands more companies just like Apple are doing. I've done a video on McDonald's before, and yet people are saying buy McDonald's for life, and I've gone through them as a company. Now, with Facebook, advertisers are shunning Facebook. Now, they're pulling their ads from them, and they get a majority of their revenue from ads. Now, people are still saying, well, Facebook's worth over $300 at the moment, because they're thinking future revenue. And I'm thinking, where do you get this from? It's already at highs. Don't get me wrong, I think Facebook has an amazing moat. As a company, from a business point of view, is amazing. But they're just pricing in too many good news, and any bad news that comes their way, they're brushing aside, and people don't want to know. And this is the sort of thing that happens before a crash. And look at Disney. Now, Disney are not opening the parks anymore. Now, there's no way there should still be a $110 share. There should be a sub 100 share. This news should have beat them down. There's no way it should have happened. And there's loads of companies like this. But you've got Moderna. It's been told that it has to share its patent with National Institute of Health. And yet it's risen the last couple of days. Moderna hasn't risen for weeks. And it's risen last couple of days. Well, just goes to show you that people are not listening to the bad news or the things that can affect the share price. They're only looking at the good news for the company. No. The thing is, I still think if you've made a profit, and I know some people have made 100, 200, 300% profit on some of these companies. I think if you've made that kind of profit, take your investment out and play with the house's money. If you haven't made that kind of profit, then but you've still made a profit, and I'm talking about 50 70%, then trim some of your investment away, because I'm not saying a crash is going to come, I'm not saying a correction is going to come, but I just think at the moment these FANG stocks, people think nothing's going to stop them, and all you need is for one of these companies that are up there, some bad news to shoot them down, and then people will start getting worried and start selling off on the others, thinking the same thing will happen with the others. I mean, don't forget, it's just a couple of decades ago that General Electric was at the top of the market, and whatever excuse you come up with, those are the facts. Now, I'm not saying if you've made 5-10% profit you should be trimming your position. I'm saying if you're one of those people who are crowing that you've made 50%, 100%, 200%, 300%, 400% profit, that is when you should be trimming some of your profit. If you don't, if there's no crash, then fine, you've still banked your profit, and then you can invest that profit elsewhere. But if there is a crash, you can buy back sooner. A cheaper price. If there's a correction, you can buy back at a cheaper price. You know, I think people are not looking at the whole picture. They're looking too closely, and they're being blinded by the light of what's being shone. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please leave a comment in the box below. Hope you leave a like. I understand if you don't want to, because it's a bit controversial. Someone reported my last video that was like this and it got took down, so I hope you don't do that. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.